Hey guys, one of the biggest questions I get in our industry is green screen. How do you set up, what kind of equipment you're using, and just the overalls of green screen. So stick around, check it out. Hey guys, just wanted to jump in here real quick. One of the biggest questions I get on green screen is what kind of equipment are we using? So, want to go through our legacy photo kit real quick. This is something that we get from Midwest Photo. You can actually go to their website and look for the legacy photo kit, and it's going to be everything in this kit. So it's really cool. Starting out outside of the physical kit here, we have our center pole light stand. These legs fold out, they roll around, it's really nice. It's also got the pistol grip here. There is an attachment for the camera specifically. So that does come with the kit. So that makes it really nice, especially when you got to change heights. So in the kit itself, we are using the Westcott X-Drops. We did just upgrade to the X-Drop Pro, which has been absolutely fantastic. For those of you that have used the X-Drops and you know how flimsy they can be, the X-Drop Pro has been amazing. So that is in our kit. This is our banner, which I'll show a little bit later on once we get everything set up. We do have a tablet holder because we're using the Intagged with Got Photo. We've got two umbrellas here. They're 45-inch shoot through or bounce umbrellas, so you can, it's kind of dual purpose. So if you want to kind of change your lighting setup a little bit. Back here we've got our transmitter. We've got a battery pack for our camera for some of our longer shoots. We've got trusty gaff tape. Every photographer's got to have that in their kit. The brackets here are for when we shoot outdoors. This is what we put on our tent, so that way our lights will go right on here. This clips right to the tent. It's very, very versatile, and it doesn't flop around like the light stands do. So, getting inside the actual kit here, we've got our light stands. We are using the Godox AD600s. So we've got our main power pack here with the holders. These hang. It's really nice. These flop open. You can change all your settings and you can see everything right here. We've got a spot for our chargers. We've got the two 8600s, and then we've also got the extension heads, so that way we don't have this huge battery pack mounted on a light stand. So, and again, all this is included in that kit, which is really nice. We keep it very, very simple. We use a 2-light setup, and in a nutshell, this is our kit. Hey guys, this is our complete setup. So this is everything out of the kit, set up, ready to go. So we are ready to shoot at this point. So you can see we've got our camera here. We've got our center pole stand. It's all linked up. The tablet's ready to go. Again, we're ready to shoot at this point. So we are using the Canon R6s with the auto eye focus. This camera setup is amazing, especially for youth sports. It really does help with extractions, I feel like, just because we can get tack sharp images. And that is a huge, huge reason why we are getting the quality of cutouts that we are. So you'll see here we've got the foot banner. This also is a setup banner. So with this, you can see we've got a center point here where it says we've got the center of our light stands. So we've got our light stands right here. The center of the light stands line up with the green screen. And once I step back here, we've got our feet where the kids would actually stand, so we can very, very quickly get them in and out of their poses. We are photographing each child in about 45 seconds or less, and that's 4 poses per child, as well as tagging them with our system with Got Photo. So if you'll notice, we are about 4 foot away from the backdrop. That helps with green spill. We do have our subject at the very front of the green screen, which also helps with green spill. And we are essentially flat lighting this. However, we do offset our lights slightly. So we do get a little bit of dark shadowing on one side of the face or the other. But for the most part, we are flat lighting this. Now, the idea behind our lighting is we are angling this towards our subject. However, the rest of the lighting is wrapping around onto the green screen. So I find it's very important not to light the green screen. Most people that end up showing me extractions that they're having trouble with are ones that lit their green screen and they lit it incorrectly. Now, to be fair, that's not to say you cannot light your green screen. You absolutely can, and you can get beautiful extractions with that. But it's a little trickier. You got to be a little more perfect on that, because if your green screen is not lit perfectly, you're going to run into extraction issues or green spill onto your subject. We can get a little closer because we're not getting that reflection. Again, the Westcott green screen does absorb a lot of that light, and so we don't get a lot of reflection from that either. Now, another setup that we will use is the strip boxes here in the back, backlighting our subject with a main light in the front. This is our go-to setup, and this is what we're really using for Pure Photos when we do our green screen extractions. The beautiful thing with Pure Photos is you don't have to have green screen. You can have gray screen. I literally just did a photo shoot where I did it with the football field in the back, and the extractions came out beautifully. So you really, really don't even have to chroma key this if you're using Pure Photos for your extractions. But this is our very, very simple lighting setup. This is our go-to. This is what we're using to photograph and keep consistent with thousands of kids every single weekend. All right, so here's the settings that we have on the back of the camera. So we're at 1/125th, f10, 160 ISO. These are kind of our default settings, but these will adjust slightly depending on what conditions we're shooting in. The biggest difference is whether we're shooting indoors or outdoors. But the biggest thing we've noticed is with our f-stop, if we go lower and we start to blur our background, those pixels will actually blend with your subject. And so the cleaner you can get and crisper you can get your subject to, from your background, the better the extraction is going to be. For our cameras, we're shooting with the R6, so we have auto eye focus, and 99% of our images are just absolutely tack sharp. But depending on your camera, this may need to be adjusted. So you might still have to do some experiments to find out what your best settings are. But again, this is what we're working with, and again, with the combination of our lights as well. So keep that in mind.